right, folks, welcome back. Last time I left you guys just outside of Cedar City, Utah, and we have a lot of ground to cover to get just to Moab, and unfortunately it was all road work, so at this point I was still trying to just stick to dirt roads and film, but at this I was pretty tired and I needed to get into Moab, just get rested up and do my editing. So anyway, from just outside of Cedar City was right here on I-15. And right now we are on, shoot, I can't, this is difficult. I can't read the map from here. So right now we're on 14 coming out of Cedar City. We're going to head over here to 89. We take 89 up to 12 and we just go right north of Bryce Canyon down through Kodachrome Basin State Park and then over to Escalante. From Escalante we go on up to Boulder. And this is a spectacularly beautiful country, don't get me wrong. It's just that I'd been through here a number of times and I wasn't really wanting to film this right now. So plus I didn't have any SIM card left. So at this point I hadn't bought some more. But anyway, we get up to Torrey, then we head across from Torrey on over to Hanksville. Now, Hanksville, we went due north up 24 all the way up to Green River, which is right here. Then Green River across to Crescent Junction. Crescent Junction, we took 191 south into Moab. So Moab, I spent a good week there with my cousins. The LaSalles were on fire at the time, so we got quite a bit of smoke on and off. That was the second fire of the trip, and it burned the whole time I was there. It was really sad. But when it was time to go, we had actually, what had happened while I was here this time, my cousin needed to deliver some irrigation pipe down to Phoenix, so he and I jumped in his truck and then we drove down to Monticello, where we picked up the irrigation pipe, and then we drove it all the way down to Phoenix and back. That was a 24-hour run we made. We got down to Phoenix and it was 118. It was just, God, it was so hot. We got out of the truck and both of us just go, oh my God, you know. And so anyway, that was one of the things we did while I was staying with him. And I didn't put that on this trip at all because we're doing it in a truck. But when it came time to go from Moab the first time, and I will be back to Moab during this trip, I headed south on 191, got down here to 46, I believe. No, 40. I don't know whether that was a state route or what, but 40. And then that headed on over towards into Colorado. Once in Colorado, we took a left onto Dolores River Road, which cut across this valley right here, just west of Natura. And then we got on the San Miguel River Road, and we followed that all along up through here. This was all dirt, actually, in that point. Wait, was that dirt? No, this was, oh, this, yeah, okay, this was all dirt in here. It's about 14 miles, and then this got turned to pavement, and we followed this in onto Green River. Then we continued on up on 141 all the way up to Grand Junction. In Grand Junction, we took the I-70 back to 139, I think. Yeah, 139, where we went due north out of Grand Junction. Let's see, due north out of Grand Junction on 139. We headed up over Douglas Pass, on up just to almost Rangley, probably 4 or 5 miles out of town. We pulled off and I camped. Actually, I pulled off and camped here. This was just wilderness camping. It was really very desert-like, and there were wild horses here. It was a nice little canyon, little dirt road that went off. It was real strange. There was a tent over, by where I camped. It was probably a couple hundred yards away from where I camped, and I noticed the tent, but nobody ever was there the whole time I was there, or that night or the next morning. I don't know whether they just went into Rangley or whatever, but then in Rangley the next morning, I got in a coffee shop and edited my videos there, and then left there. I think I was there till about 2 or 3. Left Rangley, headed out this way towards Vernal, Naples area, on 40. Then 40 I split off and took, I think I stayed on 40 until I got into Vernal. And then from Vernal I headed due north on 191 again. Or 191, somehow I remember being on 191 somewhere. Anyway, all the way up to Flaming Gorge National Recreational Area. Drove through the gorge, went over the dam, and then came out the other side on, I believe it was Flaming Gorge Lake. Took a dirt road in and camped there right on the lake, right at the border of Wyoming. And that's where this part of our trip ends. Right here on the lake, and I've got some snapshots of the campground, so you can see that. But it was a lot of paved road, not as much dirt as I would have liked. Most of the dirt was like Dolores River, and then just little getting off in different places, but. Yeah, we were on our way up into Wyoming to see my other cousin in Meeteetse. So when we get back, we will start here at Flaming Gorge, and then we will head up towards Meeteetse and Cody, Wyoming area. All right, so that ends this section, or that is as far as we go on this section. We did camp, like I said, here outside of Rangley, and then up Flaming Gorge. But so it was a pretty big day once I left Moab. So with that, we're going to get rolling down the road here for you, and I hope you will enjoy this trip. Dolores Canyon was stunning, and San Miguel River was very pretty. Anyway, so that'll be this section of the movie. All right. Talk to you later. Aloha. Okay, everybody, we're on what the map says is the River Road. This is supposed to connect 46 with 141, I think. Anyway, it looks like it's gonna not connect until we get out of the valley, so I wanted to show you guys where we're at right now. This is kind of, let me do a little spin around for you. This place is incredible. heading for Gateway, and then we're going to head into Grand Junction. So we came from clear over on that side of the valley on those cliffs. I was thinking it was just a quick jump across the valley to the other highway, but apparently it's not. And then we came down from this way. The La Salle Mountains are back there, and on the other side of those mountains, and I don't think I can get a good shot, but on the other side of those mountains, there's Moab. If this doesn't give you a feel for the west, nothing will. Check that out. So this is the valley we're going up now. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Let's go. Look at this canyon. We're coming to a hairpin turn, or an oxbow in the river, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to give you a little more up there. So let's move on. No wasting time. Sadly, there's been so little precipitation in this area that the river off to the left was nearly bone dry. I mean, there was standing water, scum on it. It was pretty depressing until we get to the San Miguel River. This whole portion of the ride was just bone dry, but it's still a beautiful ride. So anyway, enjoy. Here's where we came from. And there's the river going on downstream. This is a confluence of two rivers. I don't know. This is part of the Dolores. Maybe this is the East Dolores and this, or the South Dolores in the north. I don't really know. But isn't that nice? Anyway. I guess it's an aqueduct, some kind of a flume up above. See that? So that probably, I'm assuming, carried water up to the top of the plateau gradually. reconstructing the hanging flume. Okay, so that was just a reconstructed section. That's why it's in good shape. In the spring of 2012, a team of historic preservation experts came together for the overall goal to preserve the hanging flume as an interpretive and educational site for the benefit of future generations. Rebuilding a small segment, 48 feet of the flume, was the next step towards achieving this goal. The reconstructed segment was built to match the original configuration as closely as possible. Highlights the hanging flume's complex engineering and construction challenges. Okay. Anyway, key aspects of the field work and materials for this project included stabilizing 6 existing vents, the structural frames that support the flume box, reconstructing approximately 48 feet of the flume, employing local citizen craftspeople, construction specialists, and preservationists for the construction, using locally available timber, western yellow pine. Following the completion of the reconstruction, providing construction documents that detail the construction sequence and specifications to facilitate future works on the flume. The project was completed in 5 days using local worker craftspersons to assist the preservation team. A short video of Flume Fever was created to document the entire reconstruction process. Okay, so let's move on. See if we can find a nice spot to make this in. Looks like it might be an alright place to swim. Check it out. Well, I decided it wasn't really fair of me to go swimming and not take you guys along, so this is where we are. Check this out. This is our road. We came from that direction and we are going that direction after we go this direction. So let's go get wet and cool off. Okay, everybody, we're going to go for a swim now. I'm not, felt like it was kind of unfair to just leave you guys sitting there. It's pretty damn hot right now, so, anyway. Whoa, man. Little, the bike's up there, the river's coming this way, and our little swim rock, the river's going this way. Nice little whirlpool. So, oh God, that is refreshing, to put it mildly. Now let's see if we can get down here somewhere you don't fall over. There we go. You may not be able to see much, but oh. All right, folks. We got a big rock right here behind me, holding me in place. So keep me out of the currents. So if I disappear down the river, you guys send for help, because you're all I got. Okay, I hope you're all refreshed and ready to hit the road again. It is hot, hot, hot out here, so you know, maybe take your t-shirts and soak them so you stay nice and cool. Let's sit back and get moving along. We probably only got a mile or two to the pavement, so then at that point it will be the end of the video. So. 441, 141. So this is the end of our road trip right now. We're going to hang a left and head towards Gateway, and then on into Grand Junction. And then from there, let's see, we will head north. Actually, I'm going to keep you guys along for the ride. This canyon is beautiful. Even though we're going to be on pavement, I think you guys should be able to see this. I guess we're in the San Juan River Canyon. Anyway, it's 141, the highway. And we're heading towards Gateway, which is, I believe, to the east, or the west. Wait a minute. No, it's to the north of where we are. All right, anyway, let's get going and see where we end up. Okay, we're going to stop and check out this point of interest. It's more information on the hanging flume. But what I want you to see is the gulch. So hang on. Let's see. All right. You guys got to come out of that thing. The river below is magnificent. So are we still? Yeah. Okay. So, check that out. This is the river below. This is the road we're riding in on. Drops right off all the way to the river. So we're going to try not to do that. And the river goes down there. Let's see if we can. Oh, for those of you that don't like heights, there's a little heights. And then the river goes off down that way. Cool. Talk about beautiful. So that's where we came from. And let's see what we got here. Here's the bike. We're pretty well loaded up. Anyway, okay. So for the signs, in need of water to work its Dolores Canyon gold claims, the Montrose Placer Mining Company built a 13-mile canal and flume to deliver water from the San Miguel River. Oh, I guess that's what we're on, San Miguel. Excuse me, it's not San Juan. The last 5 miles of the flume clung to the wall of the canyon itself, running along the cliff face below you. Constructed between 1888 and 1891, the 4-foot deep, 5-foot 4-inch wide hanging flume carried 23,640,000 gallons of water in a 24-hour period. Holy shit. Its construction dazzled mining pros with its sheer ingenuity. The placer claimed, unfortunately, dazzled no one. After 3 years of indifferent yields, the company folded, abandoning the flume to the ravages of weather and time. Now listed in the National Register of Historic Places, this engineering marvel symbolizes the twists of fate so often encountered in the pursuit of Rocky Mountain gold. I don't know if you can see that, it's pretty faded. Hanging flume. Spanish exploration. Seeking to consolidate the northern frontier of its New World empire, Spanish dispatched 2 scouting parties into this part of the Colorado during the 18th century. Both passed within a few miles of here. Juan Maria Antonio de Rivera came first in 1765, getting as far north as the Gunnison River. His journals paved the way for more ambitious expeditions in 1776. Oh, what did I say? 1765. Anyway, 1776, led by missionaries Francisco and Tenacio Dominguez and Silvestre Velez de Escalante, assigned to map the route from Santa Fe to California. The friars marched into a fearsome wilderness no European had ever seen, crossing 2,000 miles of present-day Colorado, Utah, Arizona, and New Mexico. Although Dominguez and Escalante never did reach California, their journey stands as one of history's epic achievements. Yeah, if you had to walk through this area. Okay. Preserving the past. Here's a better picture. Well, you guys saw the hanging flume anyway, so here's pictures of it. Let's see, I don't know if you guys can see all of this. You can read it if you want to. I'm not gonna. But pretty cool. Nice project. And all right, well, let's get moving again. At the rate we're going, we're never going to get out of Well, we're never going to get to Grand Junction. Okay, I hope that was educational enough for you. Anyway, we're moving on. Pretty amazing place, though. Back a little ways, the canyon had widened up, and they were using that as farmland, I guess, raising hay and stuff like that. But it's amazing how this canyon can get real wide, and then it narrows back down to where it's basically just the river base running through it. But really enjoyed this part of the road. I mean, it is road work, but it's nice. Now these pictures are all from my camera, and they were all taken north of Grand Junction on the way. Now this here is Douglas Pass, I believe, or as we're going up over the pass and the view from the top of the pass. And then we get to the campground just outside of Wrangley. Now this area was where I saw the herd of wild horses and the abandoned tent. I don't know what that was about. Anyway, we're at Flaming Gorge, the lake up at Flaming Gorge, just at sunset, and this is the end of this part of the trip. As the sun goes down in the west, we get to enjoy the view over the lake and settle in for dinner and a nice night's sleep before we start heading out next morning into Wyoming. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this part of the trip. It was absolutely delightful. And as you can see, the sunset helps give the name to Flaming Gorge. Anyway, I hope you guys come back for more. We will start out at this point next and end up in Wyoming. So talk to you later. Aloha.